I'm ready to get some aggression out. We're here at Bad Axe Throwing in Burlington, and I'm learning all about the sport today. Mario, tell us a little bit about how this whole place began.
It actually started in 2014 here in Burlington, Ontario. It started off as an experiment. At that time, there's only one other axe throwing facility in the world, and I knew that was something that I could take, scale, create something fun. And we had a lot of challenges early on, just trying to figure out how it worked because I had never actually been axe throwing before. So we set up the targets, we bought some axes from the store, and the axes would be thrown and they would bounce right back at us.
Yikes.
And we were using the wrong wood. And we quickly learned and figured out how to get it started. So I would say modern day axe throwing started here in Burlington, and that's where kind of things really kind of blew up from.
That's awesome. You said that originally you would throw the axe and it would bounce back. When we're trying that out today, that's not going to happen, right?
It depends how you throw.
Oh.
No, it's like a 1 in like a 5 million throw in order for that to happen, and you need generally a special type of axe, and it has to hit in a very particular special way with a certain amount of force. I've tried replicating it and I can't, so nothing to worry about.
That's awesome to know they won't bounce back. That's really good to know for me, especially as a first-time axe thrower. How do you guarantee the safety of people starting this for the first time?
Well, everyone gets an introduction from a coach. We have a lot of golden rules. One of the big golden rules of axe throwing is you throw together, you retrieve together. So the idea is no one's ever downrange and throwing an axe at the same time, and that's primarily the main risk. But otherwise, over the years, a lot of the injuries have been either splinters or people, we tell them, hey, don't check the axes, they're really sharp. They check the axes and they need a Band-Aid because they checked. But otherwise, it's extremely safe. There's actually less insurance claims or injuries in the sport of axe throwing than there is in bowling.
I feel like that makes sense because you're dealing with some dangerous items, so people are taking extra precaution. Now, on the boards, I see that there's a hashtag WATL. What does that stand for?
That's another company that I founded. It's actually called the World Axe Throwing League, and that's the governing body for the sport of axe throwing. So globally, there's entities and companies like Bad Axe Throwing. There's over 300 companies like Bad Axe all over the world that are members of the World Axe Throwing League. And think of it as NHL, NBA, NFL, but for axe throwing. And so we actually have a world championship coming up in April. And so every year we take the best axe throwers all over the world and they get together in one place and it gets televised on ESPN.
So you're telling me you started this whole league. That's so incredible. You're like the OG lumberjack. I love that. I'm going to be participating in this today. Can you tell us a little bit about how the axes we're using today are a little bit different than the ones that you use out to like cut a tree down?
Yes, so standard hatchets or axes that you buy at a hardware store are meant to split wood. We do not want to split wood. You just want the axe to stick. And it's a precision sport, so when you throw it, you want to throw it light and you want to throw it with accuracy. You don't want to throw it with force. In order to do that, you need axes that are extremely sharp. And so the axes that we'll be using today are specifically made and manufactured for axe throwing.
After today, I'm sure I'm going to get really excited and going to want to come back for sure. What's the process like for first timers and people that want to come back?
There's 3 ways to really experience axe throwing. The first one is you just want to try it out and you're just maybe on a date. Because there's only 2 of you, you can't book a lane, but you can walk in. And so if we're available for walk-ins from, let's say, 8 a.m. till 10 p.m., you can walk in during those hours and literally pick up an axe and throw it. The other way to do it is if you have a birthday or a corporate event or a group booking with a group of 6 friends or more, you can actually go online, book a slot, book a lane, and you will have a dedicated coach. That is probably the best experience, and we actually call that the Bad Axe experience, where you book with a group. The final way is the leagues. And so if you really, you tried it out, you really enjoy it, you want to do it more often, you can actually sign up for the axe throwing leagues.
Okay, now I have to ask, what is the likelihood that I'm going to hit dead center today?
I think it depends on the throw. I've seen weirder things happen. So being a first timer, it wouldn't be the first time I'd seen someone hit the bullseye. So I think the chances are pretty good.
Okay, well, I'm excited to get to a lane, throw an axe. Once again, like I said earlier, get some aggression out. Let's go Bad Axe Throwing. I have my axe in hand and I'm ready for my first axe throwing lesson. And my goal today is to get a bullseye. Ryan, what's the first step in learning this whole thing?
First step is making sure that you are safe at all times. While this is a very safe sport, if you are not paying attention to your surroundings, it can be dangerous, just like walking down the street. So because we're throwing in an open area here and the cage is not isolating the targets, we need to pay attention to the axe's location at all times. This line here is the 12-foot line. That's the line we're going to be throwing from today. When we are throwing, we're going to be throwing together. We are not going to step past this line until both axes have been thrown and have stopped moving. Step 2 is making sure that you're grabbing the axe comfortably and safely in your hand. So there's 1,000 different ways to hold the axe, but we're going to try with our thumb up the spine just like this and have your hand all the way at the bottom. So do that with me there.
Okay.
You're right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Had to think about that one for a second.
Yeah, needed a hot moment for that.
Okay, so I'm going to put my left foot on the line just like that. I'm going to bring my right foot back. Make sure that you're centered towards the target and your shoulder lines up with the bullseye, the center bullseye there. That's what you're going to be aiming for. Common misconception about throwing an axe. You think that you have to put a rotation on it because of you see it spinning through the air. Your arm coming down and letting go of the axe actually does that for you. So putting all that together, you're going to keep the axe, like I said, kind of next to your head just like that. Be careful not to give yourself a haircut. From here, you're going to bring it straight back, lean forward a little bit, straight down. When your arm's parallel with the ground, that's when you're going to let it go. Again, you're not putting a spin on it, you're just letting it go here.
Okay, well I have to see the pro do it first, so.
Okay, so like I said, I'm going to put it next to my head, bring it straight back like this, straight down like that. And I don't even get bullseyes every time, so.
That was pretty good. Okay, do you think I could do the exact same?
I believe in you.
Okay, here we go. First ever throw. Here we go.
It's okay.
That was insane. I've never thrown an axe before. What did I do well? How could I improve so that I could join a league one day?
Well, your form was pretty good. The main thing that you need to focus on is just bringing it down a little bit faster. Getting comfortable with the motion, because it is a little bit of an unorthodox kind of way to hold your body. It's kind of just like throwing a dart, but it's a lot heavier than a dart. So practice makes perfect.
Okay, well, I gotta keep going and trying because I will get the bullseye today. Okay? It's gonna happen.
That was a lot better. That was a lot better. You did get a full spin this time and you actually hit the wood.
Ah, okay.
See how the blade isn't actually ever in contact with anywhere near my head? Basically, you want the same thing, but just out here.
Out here, okay.
So straight back, straight down like a karate chop. Okay, then move your body so you get some muscle memory with it.
Okay.
So you're gonna lean back a little bit, bring your right foot back. Yeah, so you're gonna lean back a little bit. You're gonna push forward. Here is where you're gonna let it go, open your hand. Your hand should keep going. That's how you're gonna make sure that you get the follow through.
Can I do it without an axe?
I honestly encourage it.
Okay, so it's like.
I think we should try two hands. Let go of this hand. You're gonna put that finger over there. You're gonna put both of these thumbs up.
Oh, like
Thumbs
this.
up, just like that. Your left foot, bring your right foot back. More, yeah. Keep your feet straight though. Now step back into it.
Yeah! Let's go! First one in.
Very nice. And you're pretty close to the bullseye too. That's 4 points right there.
4 points. Okay, wow.
You threw it pretty hard, so it might be a little tough to take out. Yep.
There we go.
Just like that. Good
Okay.
job.
Wow. That was exhilarating. Okay, nice.
Very nice. Yep.
It's ridiculous. I feel like this is gonna be the thing that I do the worst ever.
Oh, you're getting close.
Almost.
That was better. That was much better. Good job.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there, folks.
There it is.
It's just skimming it. It's just skimming it. Does that count?
Count.
It counts. I got the bullseye. I'm done. It's skimming it. Look at it. Do you see it? It's right there. So only been 20 minutes and I managed to hit a bullseye, and you can too. If you want to learn to throw an axe, have a party, or even join a league, go to badaxethrowing.com. That was a bullseye. You can trust me.